Hey guys, this is Tim from Tubeji Solutions. We have a client interview today with none other than the mindset beast, Johannes Fessler. So, Johannes, how you doing today?
Always
Yeah,
great, brother. Thanks for asking. Really,
okay,
really good.
awesome, man. So, yeah, to begin, just Johannes, introduce a little bit yourself and what all do you do? Tell the audience and the people about what your business is, basically how everything about your business, like stuff like that.
All right. So, yeah, I'm Johannes. I'm originally German, but live in the beautiful south of Spain, by choice because it's beautiful here. I'm in online business since 7, 8 years, I believe. And And yeah, like my main goal, what I do is after I was coaching for Agency Velocity. I was coaching 2 years for Agency Velocity, over 200 agency owners. Um, I had I had 3 companies at this time as well. I had Rockstar Lead Generation, Rockstar Domains, because there was the big domain crisis where domains were fucked, so we built our own. Then I had Rockstar Reviews, where we moved bad Google reviews. And then in the end of the year, I was like reflecting on everything what I was doing, and I was like, I don't know, man, I didn't really enjoy anything that I was doing. So I was basically reflecting on what I loved the most, and it was the coaching. Like at 1 hour that I coached in Agency Velocity, that was the thing that fulfilled me the most. So I was like, okay, almost like a midlife crisis. I was like, okay, what I'm going to do with my life now. And then I was thinking, when I was the most successful, and I was, before working on cruise ships, I was doing seminars in massive theaters in front of thousands of people, sold over 1 million from stage. And when I had this reflection, I was like, I know that I'm very strong in one-to-many, and I want to get back into that. And I want to combine it with basically coaching these agency owners. And when I saw these agency owners, how they made progress and everything when I coached them, I was like, okay, I want to help them more. And that's why I created my own program, Limitless Reward. And I had until now 24 people running through since June, and next year we're going to scale this to the moon.
Awesome. That sounds amazing. So what kind of coaching do you do basically? For whom do you do it for?
Mental performance, and mostly agency owners. Per ICP, I would say between 10 and 25K revenue.
Okay,
Yeah,
sounds good.
because what I can do is, like, I believe that up till 10, 20K, it's easy to just go with skills and strategies. But after that, it's mindset. If you don't have a strong mindset, you're not going anywhere. And the people have mental blockers that they don't even know, that stops them from going there where they want to. They have sometimes the feeling that almost like something invisible is blocking them. And if this is the case, I come in and I fucking fix the invisible shit so that they can scale.
Okay, sounds good. Beautiful. Now let's talk a little bit about our partnership together.
Mhm.
So we started when, Johannes, approximately?
I think in the September, right? Start of September.
Okay, awesome. And before working with us, how are you getting clients? What kinds of automations and AI agents did you have? What was your business like basically before working with us?
Yeah, I would say before it was mostly me really tediously reaching out over DMs on LinkedIn. And I obviously was posting as well. I think I got one from posting, and the rest was all DMs from LinkedIn. From the first 10, obviously I got a few people from Agency Velocity. They knew me, and when I opened my own thing, they said like, okay, we want to join. And the rest I got over DMs, but it was really tedious work. I had to be all day on LinkedIn, and yeah, it was just annoying work that nobody likes to do. But I mean, you have to do it, right? This is the thing. If you don't have, at the start specifically, I think it's super important that you're doing this DMs by yourself as well, because that's how you learn.
Okay, awesome. In terms of the workflows and automations, did you have any of that?
No, I had absolutely nothing like this. Like I was also like, I'm not the biggest techie, to be honest. I mean, I can build a funnel, but it takes me fucking days to do it. And it's just like not something that I really enjoy doing. I love seeing a nice funnel, but I mean, I'm sometimes also like when I'm doing it myself, I'm proud of myself when I did it because obviously I know how to create one. But I'm very good with ideas and I know exactly what I want. For me, it's sometimes difficult to put it technical into place. Like that was the good thing with you because I basically had these ideas. I said, I would like to do this, this, and this, and this, and that. And you're like, okay, we can do that. And I'm like, okay, fucking great, because I would have not known how to do it, right? Like I'm very good with ideas where I know exactly what I want to do in all kind of things. It doesn't matter what I do. But like I always know exactly what I want, but the technical part is the tricky one for me. I could do it myself as well, but it would take me fucking hours, days, and I would get just pissed off. And like I just like I'm not bothered to do that. And I think the more you really are acting out of your superpowers, out of your 20%, what I call it, the better you will be in what you do, and the more successful you will be, and the more happy you will be as well. Because if you have to do all the time things that you don't like doing, I mean, what's the point? So that's why it was great with you, because you just really put everything that I had in my head, and I know I wanted, you put it into place, and that was super helpful.
Awesome, awesome. That makes perfect sense. And yeah, so you said you were like really getting frustrated and you took a lot of time to build this. So, could you give us a little bit more details on if we want to get specific on how much time were you spending before working with us, how much money you were overspending? Because I remember that you were overpaying for that Go High level subscription. So, if you could get a little
Yeah.
bit more on that.
Yeah, so exactly. So at the start, I paid somebody for a white label, like 2K for a setup. This was a complete joke, where basically there was like 2 or 3 funnels in there and they were not even good. And when I realized that, I was like, come on, that's crazy. He just sold me a normal Go High level. So guys, be careful if you're buying like a white label Go High level. Most
Right,
of the
right.
time it fucking sucks. There's no, don't take me wrong. There's people out there that for sure selling good stuff. They're selling you full systems and stuff like this. But if somebody sells you a Go High level system and there's nothing in there, just like 1, 2, 3 funnels, and you're paying like a lot of money for it, don't do it. But yeah, I had to learn that. And then obviously with you, it was just easy to basically rebuild everything quite quickly. And like when I, for example, when I did my first funnel, I just basically went to ClickFunnels and I'm like, okay, what are templates that they're normally using? And then I used it for my stuff. And it took me ages to create that stuff, a funnel and stuff like this. And when in the end it was good, I believe it was a good thing at the end, but it just took me ages and I can just use it my time in a much better way. Let's just say it like this. Like like I said, it's one time that I wanted to do it because I want to understand how to do a funnel. Because obviously, like if I have people that do it for me, I also want to understand exactly what they're doing. So like I always do everything first of all myself, and I think that's super important as well. Like because if you don't really understand what, like that's the same thing like with everything. Like at the start, for example, when you open an agency, you do everything by yourself. And then with the time, you create SOPs where basically the people just do exactly what you want. But the smartest thing that you can do is hire somebody smarter than you, all right? In this kind of things. And like, for example, with you, you're much smarter than me in these areas, which makes a lot of fucking sense for me. Like if you hire, if you should, like a lot of people make that mistake. They hire and they hire people that they have to explain everything step by step and step by step. But what you hire then, if you like, you should hire to have somebody better than you, because otherwise it doesn't make sense to me, right? And like with you, obviously, also what I love about it is just like I don't need to tell you everything that you need to do. You know, you have your brain by yourself, and you just figure out stuff by yourself, and you bring in your own ideas and stuff like this. That's what I love, because I hate to tell people every step what they need to do, right? I hate it myself. If you tell me this, and that, I cannot stand it. It's different when I ask you for it. That's a different story. When I say, like, I want to learn this, I want to know step by step how it works. Okay, that's different. But like in general, I think it makes sense to hire people that are doing the things better than you do them. Otherwise, don't hire. Why should you hire?
Awesome. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. You're right. And so yeah, after we started working together, we want to get a bit more specific. So what kind of results did you get with us in terms of how much did you add to the pipeline, how much time did you get back, and how much money were you able to save?
Yeah, I mean, if you think about time, if I would have done this all by myself, I would say this is approximately 2, 3, 4 hours, maybe even a day. So if you calculate this for 20, like that would be like 80 hours a month or something like this that you saved me, which is fucking crazy if you think about it. I mean, you also do obviously the editing for me, you do the automations, you do all that stuff for me. Um, and if I would pay for the services that you give me, I would easily like, I mean, obviously, don't take me wrong. I mean, obviously I pay you, but like, if I would like have different kind of people doing that stuff, I would easily pay 5K a month for everything that you do for me.
Got it. Got it. Makes sense.
Along
So
from building the automation and stuff like this, because that's not cheap, right? So like if you have people that do that for you, you really pay normally like my 80 to $100 a month. Now is normal, I would say, right? And from you, the whole system can basically in one package. So like it's easier to calculate, and it makes more sense basically from a cost standpoint, because it's just really cost effective. And a lot of value for the money.
awesome. Awesome. Got it. So the agents and the automations and the funnels that we built for you, how much would you say that helped add to your pipeline in terms of the revenue?
Wow. I mean, like honestly, like if you think about it, look, I got 14 new clients, 14 times 3, 10 times 3 is 30, 4 times 3 is 12, 42K, I would say,
Okay.
that I
Awesome.
got from you helping me for sure. And like the agent that we build right now, that's going to be 50 to 100K minimum. I'm pretty sure more over the
Yeah.
long time.
Awesome. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a big project that we're working on right now.
Yeah, that's a really
So
big project, and it's like super. If like the point is this, I can tell you why we did that because I have a client. I'm not gonna say now who it is, but like
yeah.
it's a massive online marketplace that everybody knows. And the thing with them is I basically have a process where I sign them up retailers and I get only paid when they're live. Okay. So now I started working for them in August and I have 125 people signed up, maybe even now more because it's every day anymore. Um, and there's only like 10 live now, which is a fucking joke. So I was like, this is not possible. I cannot, like a human being is just sucking in this case. Like it's not making sense. Like a lot of time, these SDRs, especially of big online e-commerce marketplaces, they suck. Like literally, that's what they do. And like that's why the idea was to create so because like right now I even stopped the outreach that I do for them. I have only 600 emails a day that I send out, and they're still so overwhelmed that they have 100 people in the pipeline, 110 people in the pipeline, you know what I mean, and only 10 are live. So that's why I stopped it now, and I was like, it makes no sense because everybody falls through the cracks, and that's why we're building the agent. So basically it's a WhatsApp agent that is replace completely the human in this case. And that's super powerful because if this works out, it will bring me a lot of money. And that's why this is an amazing project where you help me. And I mean, we have other ideas still with the commenting and stuff like this. I think the cool thing with you, like I said, is I have the ideas and you put it into place. And that's something that you cannot pay for really. Like somebody that understands your brain and says like, okay, you know what? I know exactly how we can technically do it. For me, that's gold.
Yeah. Got it. I appreciate it. So yeah, just so that we are clear on that for the audience, that Johannes is focused fully on his coaching side, and on the side he helps marketplaces get the
Yeah, I'm still running my agency, right? So I'm still
yeah.
running my agency, but I'm using the agency, don't tell people, more like a cash cow.
Right, right, right,
Just
right.
pulling out cash there, automate the fuck out of it, and just the best don't touch it anymore because I just love coaching and I love this other project and this is my calling. And the agency is really like a cash cow, where I'm just pulling out money. And this still works very well. And I work with massive, like I said, if you know them, like if I tell you the name, you know immediately what I'm talking about. I work with billion-dollar companies, and not just one, a few of them. So that's why I'm still doing it, right? Because the cash is good. But yeah, it's not my passion. But I'm still, I believe, the best in the world. With
That's
this
crazy.
niche, pretty sure. I don't know anybody else that does it, and then nobody does it good as me.
Yeah, that's such a Johannes thing to say that I don't like it, but still I'm the best in the world.
It's the truth, right? What should I say?
Right, right. It's absolutely true. Yeah. So moving on, what would you, where did you first hear about us? Like, yeah,
I mean, I know
before,
you obviously. I know you from Agency Velocity, right? So we met
yeah,
in
yeah.
Agency Velocity. That's a mastermind for cold emailer guys. If you are into cold email and you want to really learn it, that's the perfect place to be. If you want to learn strategies and skills, and that's where we met. And you were in my mindset course already at this time, and you always asked a lot of questions, which showed me already at that time that you are a very smart kid, because like I believe curiosity brings you everywhere. And when you ask
Right,
a lot of questions, especially when you have the possibility to learn from the best, me.
right, right, right.
No, I mean, like, how I mean it, right? It's more like it's a
Yeah, yeah,
jokey
I get it.
thing.
Yeah.
It's a jokey thing, but there's also some truth inside. But when you have the opportunity to learn from people that are like just like higher than you in the stuff that you want to learn, and you ask a lot of questions, that shows me that there's a lot of drive behind you. There's really somebody that wants to learn, that wants to grow, and that's already something that in the old times already I really liked about you. And then when we met each other again, and basically I looked for a personal assistant, more or less, right? And you offered me to work with me. And I remember you gave me the presentation, and the presentation was so good. Like I have got a lot of people that wanted to work with me, but nobody I got a presentation, never I got a presentation like this, where I was like, this is a fucking no-brainer.
Right, right, right.
Right.
Awesome. Got it. So yeah, I mean, why did you then finally decide to pull the trigger? Like, yeah, this is the guy, we should work with them.
Yeah, because like I said, first of all, I knew you from the start. Second, I trusted you, and I think that's super important for me because I think you're very trustworthy. And third, I know that you always give your best, and that's like something that is rare, like, and you always do everything to make it work, keep deadlines and stuff like this, right? And in general, I just feel that you are in there with everything that you got, you know what I mean? And you always, and this is the best thing for me, you're very coachable, right? You're very coachable, and I think if you have worked with somebody and you want to explain them how you want to have things, and they're not coachable, it makes things very difficult. But you're very coachable. You always want to learn. You always want to grow. You always want to get better. And that was the main reason why I decided working with you. Plus, like I said, you are much smarter than me in the stuff that I need and I needed at this time. So that's why bringing all this together, like I said, was a no-brainer decision for me.
Awesome, awesome. I appreciate that. So yeah, if someone is listening right now and they've gotten some outreach from us, some they've heard of us, and they're deciding whether or not we should work with us or not. So how likely are you to recommend working with us?
10 out of 10. No, 100%. I mean, especially if you're a coach, right? Like, let's be honest. Like, I know the coaching world because I've been a coach before already. Like, before I opened the marketing agency, I was a coach for 2.5 years. I was coaching heartbroken men. So I'm in the coaching space since 5, 6 years, I would say. And I know that most of the coaches out there, are, first of all, broke, and second, um, I think that's the other thing. Even if they do like 5 to 10K, they're missing systems. You know what I mean? They're doing like Facebook, and then they have a Facebook group maybe. And then maybe most of the time they don't even have an email list. And if they have one, they don't nurture it. You know what I mean? Like in general, they don't have really automations. They don't really work with funnels. Of course, there's an amount of coaches as well that work with that stuff, but these are the ones that are leading anyways, right? These are the ones that make it happen. But if you're a coach and you love coaching like I do, but you're not the best techie, you know, you're not like the guy that is like doing click funnels or grading go high level and building automations and stuff like this, but you know that you need it, then 100% go with Tim, because I think he is a very fucking good choice, very cost effective. You get a lot for the money. And yeah, it's just a very cool guy to work with.
Awesome, awesome. I appreciate the kind words. So yeah, just to conclude this, what do you think we can further improve in terms of our service? Like any areas of improvement that you can see?
Can you improve? Hmm. I mean, sometimes, obviously, I mean, sometimes, like you know as well, sometimes you forget things, right?
Right, right, right. Yeah,
Uh, but like, I think it's normal, right? Like, I mean, like, it's like you're doing so many things, especially for me as well, and sometimes you forget things. But the cool thing is also that when you make a mistake once, you're not doing it again, right? So everybody, and this is, I think, that's such an important thing that you bring this up as well, because I believe when you're hiring somebody, like I think in general, there is this culture, because when you're coming from a 9 to 5, like failing, making mistakes is such a bad thing. All right. I don't see it as this, because I know when people are really working hard, there will always happen mistakes. It's part of the game, right? But like you, if you make, first of all, when you really make one, you really like almost immediately fix it, right? That's the number one thing. You're super concerned about it, so you immediately fix it. And you always take your lesson, and I know you're not going to do it one more time. And I think I also make mistakes, right? But I think the most important thing is that you learn from it, and then improve it right away, and not making the same mistakes twice. If you do make the same mistakes twice, that's good starts. That's the when stupidity starts, right? But like if you're making like small mistakes or you forget things, then it's part of the game. And I know you're always super concerned about it, but I'm the kind of person to work with that I have rather somebody that makes like small mistakes or forgets things, but is always giving me 100% of what they got, and I know this, all right, then I have somebody that maybe makes no mistake at all, but works only half-assed. And this is 100% of the case with you.
awesome, awesome. Thank you, Johannes. Thanks for taking out the time for this interview. It was amazing, an amazing interview. So yeah, any person who's watching this, yeah, you take Johannes's word for this, and there should be a book a call button right around this video. So yeah, book a call from there, and I'll see you and I'll talk to you. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you, Johannes.
Thank you, man. Pleasure.